Hey guys, this is a better video on my pyro system. So, yeah. Let me turn the light on so you can see me better. I do have ignition installed. It's just it doesn't work all the time. I don't know why. I guess I could try. The palm mount with the nozzle. Uh, put this one in. But it'll put itself out sometimes. I'll show you. See, now it's a really small flame. So, see that. And then I can just put it out like that. And so here's how it works. I'll take it off. This is how quick I can take it off. My safety is my concern. Okay, so sure you guys are worried about my safety. Basically, all you really have to do is take the string off. First off, more talking about safety, if this thing does catch on fire, all I have to do is put my hand like that to where there's not any pressure on this string, and this will just pop right back out. This can't blow up because there is no oxygen inside this tank. So it's compressed air, but it's not, there has to be like air, like, let's say you go down into a basement. There's air in there, a basement without any oxygen, just like basically a hole with the top over it. There's oxygen in there, but you'll die because there's not enough. Just like this. The flame will die before, it can't catch on fire in here, so there's no oxygen. So, here's how it works. Basically, here's how I take it off. Boom. Over the hands. Rubber bands come off, and that palm mount comes off. This comes off like this. You just pull it off your hand, and all them wires, crap, just get kind of wired like that. Then I like to tuck this string underneath the rubber band just to hold it in place a little bit better. So here you go. I was gonna put up more build logs, but of me building it, but I didn't really have time. So it's mostly using hot glue and stuff like that to hold it together. So first, you have this palm mount. My camera's kind of sucky. Yeah, it's better. So basically, you have a nozzle, just a brass nozzle from a barbecue lighter is all that is. These two wires here are held down by hot glue and zip ties, a zip tie. These are the igniter wires. Basically, when I touch these two wires together with my fingers, see, it doesn't work all the time. If you guys know, if you guys have made your own, please tell me if yours works consistently. This works. This is like has a short in it. I don't know why. I've bought two of these and they've ran out. They haven't really worked. So it doesn't really work, but oh well, at least it works sometimes. So yeah, those are just held on. This is just some plastic card. You can find this mostly used for at hobby shops and stuff like that. Then this is for the nozzle, the thing that the nozzle sits in, this little round piece here. It goes down into here where this tube connects. That is a bicycle adapter. I think it's what it's called, bike valve adapter or something like that. And I just put some drilled a hole in a rectangular brass piece and some circuit board so it doesn't heat up too bad right here in the middle layer. Drilled a pretty big hole for that, put that in there. It fits really nice. And as you can see right here, these two things here and here, those holes, rectangular holes, are for a strap, so it can be strapped down to my hand, which I haven't installed that yet. So here is where the igniter wires come through these two holes and just bend into a Z shape up by the nozzle. So that's that. And then there's a tube that connects into the back of this with some heat shrink tubing, some hot glue around it, and some seal tape just to seal it. That's on there. And that comes into this bigger tube by one of those adapters, those thick adapters you can find. You can find this type of tubing, this small tubing, really small tubing, in just a standard barbecue lighter. And you put the valve, or not the valve, the adapter, the big thick tube, fuel line tube. You put that inside this big one. Then you put that small tube inside that. Then you put some hot glue, heat shrink tubing, and seal tape around that just to keep it really sealed so no gas is leaking through there. And then you have your tube running up. Now we're done with the palm mount. Then you have this. This is where you pull on the string and it pulls on, hold on just a second. You pull on the string and it pulls on this lever, this metal lever with two holes in it, one here, one in the middle, and one here. These two are for strings, this is for the nozzle. When you pull on it, there's a step on this, a little step where it's a little bit thicker, so it pushes down on that and releases gas through the tube down to the palm mount. Now for the ignition, basically you have your two wires. They go up to the palm mount, and then the place that you tap to hit the button, you just cut the whole thing off. Even the metal rim inside it, side of it, you just cut where it's the little circular piece that you press down on. You just cut that whole little stem off. Then you have your negative point and your positive point. You just attach two wires to those. You're gonna have to buy a AA battery pack. You attach your negative to the negative pin and the wire and the electric grill igniter. Then you take another additional wire, tie it to the positive wire on the grill igniter, and take your positive wire from your battery pack. So when these two touch, the battery pack wire gives power to this wire, which goes down into that, which doesn't really work. All the time. But yeah, I'm thinking about putting, instead of a AA battery, if I make another one of these, put a 2 AA battery pack. That way it gives more power to it. So yeah, that's basically it. It's held down by this holder to hold the butane is made out of plastic card too. Same thing that this palm mount is made out of, this white piece. So what this is, it's held down by rubber bands, and it's just on a wrist guard. Thanks for watching. See you next time.